Fish on, second throw. Little fella. Number one, second cast. Felt bigger because he was on that crankbait. Hooked in the guts as well as the face. Fish. Fish on. Come on, big old bean. He's only a little fella. Side the head again. Fatty. Don't want a fatty, want a longy. Come off that point, it'll just be legal, that fella. Same spot I got one yesterday. It's the first repeat capture I've had whole tournament. Yep, got him. Sit down, crankbait. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Thank you. Number 3, got to sit down to do it properly. Fish on. That was a good bite, that. Really thumped it a bit. Pulling it across that same point. Yellow belly. It's coming in pretty easy. Feels like a bass. Yeah, it's a good bass. That's my biggest this weekend. That one. That's a big one. I think he's choked it. He has choked that crankbait down deep. Come here, mate. Come here, mate. In. They're getting bigger. And he smoked that thing. He smoked it. Choked it and smoked it. Look at that. down the pie hole, and he's the low 40s. I had about 6 or 8 casts to that point then before he ate it. Fish on. Oh yeah, get out of there. On the snag. That's my last crank too. Didn't rub it, just, oh yeah, rubbed a bit. There he is. Too little, I think. Too little. Oh, number 5. And on the Rapala crank. That's a fat wrap. No, a max wrap fat shad. There you go. Rapala Open, Rapala lure. 5 fish. Yep. Another one. Could be even an upgrade, this. Yes! Upgrades. 30.5, that'll get kicked out with that one. 3 bites in the one spot. It's on the max wrap again, the fat shad. So this is the cranking outfit that I've finished on this weekend. This is the an Omen Fate. I think this is one of the prototype rods. 13 fishing reel, 12-pound straight through fluorocarbon. This is a Rapala. It's a max wrap fat shad. I think they're discontinued, but they're a very good bony brim profile, and been concentrating on the rocks, the shallow rocks. So it has to be sort of broken up underneath. There's fish. Oh, he's in a snag. Get out of that snag, mate. Get out of there. Come on, mate. Get out. And fish have been lining up on those. So come on, mate. I can see him down there. I think he got off. Yeah, he just got off then. But the bass have been lining up on these little points with the rocks on them, and fishing's got better and better as I've worked that out over the weekend. That fish was only just legal. It wouldn't have been an upgrade really. But I got some nice fish this weekend. Some 43.5 fork has been the best so far. It's swallowed the crankbait. It really wanted it, and it's pretty cool to come to Somerset and catch some fish on something that's not in 30 foot of water. So everything's been in less than about 8 foot all weekend. So I've loved it. There he is. Right on that tree base. That might be an upgrade. Yep. That's upgrade number 2 for the day. In on the Rapala. They're liking it. So later this afternoon, this is the bait that's been doing all the damage. It's a Rapala Max Wrap. Old bait, I don't know if they make them anymore, but there's a tree here. It's got an eagle's nest in the top of it. And I'm just sort of throwing it and slow cranking it and twitching it under the tree, and they're eating it. Been smoked by one fish. I've found another 2 fall off, and I've landed another 3 out of here. So as far as Somerset goes, this place is on fire. Let's catch another one. There he is. Don't pull too hard on him because I might pull him off. Don't think it's an upgrade, but it's about 5 fish off this tree now. Magic tree. Not going to be legal. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Don't know if he's an upgrade. There's about low 30s in there. That's a good fish. Is it a toga? That looks like a Saratoga. I reckon it's a Saratoga. Come here, old bean. Jumping eel. Or is it a bass? I like it if it was a bass. Come at me, that's all. Wow, it's a big bass. A proper big bass. And he has choked on it. He has choked on it. That is a big bass. Come here, old mate. Come here, biggin. Come here, biggin. He's still green. That is a proper Somerset biggin on a crankbait. Come here, mate. Yeah! That is a giant on the crankbait. Like the last few casts of the day. The other end of the field, someone's doing this to win the Open. But at this end of the field, I'm just trying to upgrade a few times. Came off a snag again. Check out this thing. It is a donkey. That is a true Somerset giant. And the best place to catch it, in the Rapala BASS Australian Open, on a Rapala. Boom! That gets the big ruler.